billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I seek refuge in God from Satan the accursed. In the name of God, the gracious, the merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace be with all of you here. I'm so honored to be here tonight with you all to accept this honor. And when Mrs. Salim told me that she was going to nominate me, I started to think a little bit about my career and the pathways that have gotten me here. Growing up in a Muslim family in the 1970s was a little different than maybe growing up in a Muslim family today. There weren't a lot of Muslims. I lived in a small town in southeastern Pennsylvania, and I had to face a lot of adversity and a lot of people looking at me as if I was different, as if I didn't belong. But my parents always instilled in me that no matter what, you are a woman, you are a Muslim, you are African American, you can succeed, and you will succeed if you put your mind to it. So I was a nerd in high school. I studied, and went to the mosque and did everything. My life was school, the mosque, and home. And I was very focused on what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go in life. And all my life, all I ever wanted to be was a lawyer. That is it. One thing. Never had any other career goals, never had any other ideas. It was always to be a lawyer. And with the grace of Allah Almighty, I have become exactly what I wanted to be. And I graduated from Temple Law School in 1996. I clerked for a judge in Philadelphia, and I did it all never losing sight of who I was as a Muslim and the principles of Islamic justice and Islamic equality and equity among genders and equity among races never ever left my mind, and it was always at the forefront of who I wanted to be and how I wanted to practice law. After doing my judicial clerkship, I worked for law firms in Philadelphia. Now, when you're working for somebody else, you kind of always can't seem to have your own way with things. But after almost 14 years of working for law firms in Philadelphia, I decided by the grace of Allah to start my own practice right here in Chester, where my husband is from and where we live with our children. And I was very, very, very excited to start my own practice because even though I had been successful, I guess for lack of a better word, up until that point, practicing in Philadelphia, I never really felt as if I was doing my own thing. And so now here in Chester, it's just me. I have my own practice, one secretary, we have an office over in the Crozier building, but I feel as though I'm in the best place that I ever could be in spite of what I had done before. And I feel that that's only because through God's mercy and His grace that I have any talents, that I have any skills. And that comes from being raised in a strict Muslim household, knowing where you were supposed to go. And just like the brothers were just saying, knowing that you stand for something that is bigger than yourself. And that is for the religion of Islam and the community of believers that you belong to. Before I wrap up, I'd just like to thank three very, very special people who are here with me today to support me, who when I started my business in Chester really reached out to me and gave me a lot of encouragement because even though I knew how to be a great lawyer, there were a lot of things that everyone has to learn when they're starting their own business. And that's attorney Tracy Burns, Misty Piner, and Leon McMillan. Give them a hand. They're great, wonderful clients. And I thank them, and I thank the community and the city of Chester for all of the support. And inshallah, God willing, I will be there to represent the city of Chester in their time with me. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.